In an age where everyone seems to be shouting just to be heard, the power of silence is often underestimated. Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches the virtues of self-control and rationality, places great emphasis on the significance of silence. Today, we dive into the world of Stoic wisdom to uncover why speaking less can be an asset, not a limitation. We explore 10 traits of those who choose to embrace silence, revealing how this discipline reflects a depth of character and a contemplative approach to life. Silence, according to Stoic thought, is not a passive act, but a deliberate and powerful choice. It's a form of communication that speaks volumes, often louder than words ever could. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca viewed silence as a mark of self-mastery and restraint, a way to avoid hasty judgments and unnecessary conflict. Join me as we delve into these 10 traits, drawing lessons from Stoic philosophy to enrich our understanding of why, sometimes, the most profound thing you can say is nothing at all. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as we explore the compelling virtues of silence and the strength it brings. Lesson 1. Reflective wisdom. One of the most defining traits of individuals who speak less is their reflective wisdom. Stoicism teaches that wisdom doesn't just come from speaking one's thoughts, but more importantly, from deep reflection and careful consideration. Those who embrace silence often use it as a tool to observe, listen, and digest information thoroughly before expressing an opinion. This practice aligns with the Stoic belief, as epitomized by Marcus Aurelius, that we should waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. To cultivate this trait, start by intentionally pausing before you respond in conversations. Use this pause to truly consider what has been said and what the best response might be. This doesn't mean you're slow to speak because of uncertainty, but rather that you are deliberate, ensuring your words add value and reflect a well-considered perspective. This reflective approach allows for deeper understanding and lessens the likelihood of regrettable words. It fosters a reputation for thoughtfulness and respect amongst peers, as others begin to recognize the depth of insight that accompanies your speech. Over time, this practice of reflective wisdom not only enhances your interpersonal interactions, but also deepens your self-understanding, helping you to live more congruently with your values. Embracing silence for reflection thus becomes a powerful expression of Stoic wisdom, showing that true understanding and insight are often born not from the multitude of words, but from the depth of silent contemplation. Lesson 2. Emotional control. Individuals who speak less often exhibit a strong trait of emotional control, a key tenet of Stoic philosophy. By choosing silence over immediate reaction, they demonstrate the ability to manage their emotions, preventing rash decisions and impulsive responses. This control is rooted in the Stoic practice of maintaining equanimity, a state of psychological stability and composure which is undisturbed by experience of or exposure to emotions, pain, or other phenomena that may cause others to lose the balance of their mind. To develop emotional control, focus on observing your feelings without immediately acting on them. When a situation arises that typically triggers a strong emotional response, such as anger or frustration, take a deliberate pause. Breathe deeply and allow yourself a moment to step back and assess both the emotion and the situation. Ask yourself, is my immediate response beneficial or necessary? What would be the consequences of speaking out now? This practice of pausing to evaluate your emotions allows you to respond from a place of reason rather than being driven by emotion. Over time, this leads to a habit where your actions are consistently thoughtful and measured, enhancing your interactions with others and your reputation as a calm and respected individual. By mastering emotional control, You not only maintain your composure in challenging situations, but also set a powerful example for others. Your silence in moments of potential conflict can become a profound statement of your mastery over your emotions, reflecting a deep internal strength that commands respect. Lesson 3. Observational acuity. People who speak less often possess heightened observational skills. This trait aligns with Stoic practices, where the emphasis is on understanding and interpreting the world accurately rather than reacting to it impulsively. Stoicism teaches the importance of perception and the value of observing more than you speak. By absorbing the nuances of their environment and the behaviors of others, individuals who prefer silence gain a deeper understanding and are able to make more informed decisions. To enhance your observational acuity, begin by consciously increasing your awareness in everyday situations. Rather than filling moments of silence with chatter, use them to observe your surroundings and the people with whom you interact. Pay attention to body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions, all of which can provide deeper insights into a person's emotions and intentions than words alone. This mindful observation allows you to gather information that can guide how you interact with others and respond to various situations. For instance, noticing that a colleague seems stressed through their hurried actions or terse communication can prompt a more empathetic approach from you, perhaps offering help or a listening ear. Cultivating observational acuity not only enhances your interactions, but also enriches your understanding of human behavior, contributing to wiser, more empathetic decisions. Over time, this skill fosters a more profound connection with others and a reputation for being perceptive and considerate, traits highly valued in personal and professional relationships. Lesson 4. Strategic communication. People who speak less often exhibit a strategic approach to communication, choosing their moments to speak for maximum impact. This trait is deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, which values thoughtful and purposeful speech over idle talk. By speaking only when necessary and with careful consideration, these individuals ensure that their words carry weight and respect, enhancing their influence and the effectiveness of their communication. To practice strategic communication, start by thinking of your speech as a resource to be allocated judiciously. Before you speak, consider the purpose of your words. Will they inform, persuade, comfort, clarify? Aim to speak only when you have a clear intention that adds value to the conversation. This approach not only prevents unnecessary chatter, but also makes your contributions more meaningful and respected. Additionally, when you do choose to speak, focus on being clear and concise. Stoics like Seneca emphasize the importance of brevity and relevance in communication. Craft your sentences to convey your message effectively, using the fewest words possible. This not only aids understanding, but also keeps the attention of your listeners, making your interactions more impactful. By adopting strategic communication, you enhance your persona as someone who speaks with purpose and deliberation. Your words become more persuasive and memorable, which is particularly valuable in professional settings or during discussions where influencing others is crucial. Lesson 5. Display authenticity and sincerity. Individuals who speak less are often perceived as more authentic and sincere. This perception stems from their selective use of words, which suggests that they speak only when they truly have something meaningful to say. This trait is highly valued in Stoic philosophy, which champions authenticity and sincerity as fundamental virtues. Stoics believe that one should speak in a way that is consistent with their true self and moral convictions, rather than speaking merely to please others or to conform. To cultivate authenticity and sincerity in your communication, first ensure that your words align with your beliefs and values. This means speaking truths that may sometimes be hard but necessary, and avoiding flattery or deceit. It's about being honest in your interactions and expressing your genuine thoughts and feelings, even if they're not what others might want to hear. Moreover, when you do speak, let it be without pretense. Approach conversations with the intention of being fully present and engaged, rather than thinking about how you will be perceived. This honest approach not only builds trust and respect among your peers, but also strengthens your self-esteem as you are acting in accordance with your principles. By embodying authenticity and sincerity, your words gain an integrity that resonates with others. This can lead to deeper, more meaningful relationships, both personally and professionally, as people are drawn to those who are genuine and trustworthy. Lesson 6. Cultivate patience and listening. Individuals who speak less often excel in patience and possess strong listening skills, qualities deeply esteemed in Stoic philosophy. Stoicism teaches that wisdom comes from listening and understanding, not just from speaking. By prioritizing listening over speaking, you can gain insights into others' thoughts and feelings, which in turn enhances your ability to respond appropriately and effectively. To enhance your patience and listening abilities, practice being fully present in conversations. This means not just hearing words, but actively engaging with the speaker. Pay attention to their tone, pace, and body language. Resist the urge to interrupt or think about your next response while the other person is talking. Instead, focus on understanding their perspective completely before formulating your reply. Furthermore, cultivate patience by reminding yourself that true understanding takes time. Avoid rushing to conclusions or judgments about what is being said. Allow the conversation to unfold naturally, giving the speaker space to express themselves fully. This patience not only shows respect for the speaker, but also provides you with a more comprehensive understanding of the situation. By developing these skills, you strengthen your relationships and build trust. Good listeners are often considered good leaders and confidants because they make others feel heard and valued. Moreover, being patient and attentive can lead to better problem solving as you gather more information and understand the nuances of each scenario more deeply. Lesson 7. Develop inner confidence. People who speak less often radiate a quiet confidence that comes from within, a trait highly admired in Stoic philosophy. Stoicism teaches that true confidence is rooted in self-knowledge and self-sufficiency, not external validation. Those who speak less don't rely on the approval of others to feel secure. Instead, they draw their self-assurance from their alignment with personal values and principles. To develop this kind of inner confidence, focus on understanding yourself deeply. Spend time in reflection to identify your strengths, weaknesses, values, and beliefs. Engage in activities that challenge you and allow you to grow, such as reading, meditation, or solo pursuits that encourage self-reliance. As you build competence and self-awareness, your confidence will naturally increase. Also, practice making decisions independently. When you choose to rely on your own judgment rather than constantly seeking advice from others, you strengthen your decision-making skills and affirm your ability to stand alone. This does not mean you should ignore all external input, but rather that you should weigh it against your own intuition and wisdom. By cultivating inner confidence, you become less reactive to the opinions and judgments of others, allowing you to maintain your equanimity in various situations. This trait not only endears you to others, who often see self-assuredness as a leadership quality, but also contributes to a more stable and contented life. Over quantity in speech. People who speak less often naturally adhere to a Stoic principle that values the quality of words over their quantity. This approach to communication asserts that one well-considered statement can be more impactful than a flurry of unthoughtful remarks. Stoicism teaches us to think before we speak, ensuring that our words align with our virtues and convey our messages clearly and effectively. To embody this trait, begin by considering the purpose behind your words each time you speak. Ask yourself, if what you're about to say is true, necessary, and kind. This Stoic filter helps prevent frivolous or harmful speech and encourages a more mindful communication style. It's about making each word count and ensuring that your speech adds value to the conversation. Moreover, practicing this discernment builds respect among your peers. When you consistently communicate with intention and precision, people are more likely to listen when you do speak, knowing that your contributions are thoughtful and relevant. This can enhance your influence in discussions, whether in personal settings or professional environments. To develop this practice, challenge yourself to remain silent in discussions where you might typically speak without full consideration. Use the time to listen to others and formulate your thoughts more fully. When you do contribute, aim to do so in a way that moves the discussion forward constructively. By prioritizing quality over quantity in your speech, you not only adhere to Stoic principles, but also enhance your reputation as a wise and considerate communicator. Lesson 9. Maintain composure in conflict. One of the defining traits of those who speak less is their ability to remain composed during conflict, a quality deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believed that emotions like anger often cloud judgment and lead to regrettable words and actions. By staying silent or speaking minimally in moments of tension, individuals can maintain control over their emotions and respond with reason rather than react impulsively. To practice this, focus on pausing whenever you feel provoked. When faced with a disagreement or a heated situation, resist the urge to immediately defend yourself or retaliate. Instead, take a deep breath and allow yourself a moment of silence to process your thoughts. This pause not only prevents you from saying something you might regret, but also gives you time to assess the situation objectively and choose a response that aligns with your values. When you do speak, aim for clarity and calmness. Keep your words neutral and solution-focused, avoiding inflammatory language that could escalate the conflict. This Stoic approach demonstrates both restraint and emotional intelligence, traits that earn respect even from those who might disagree with you. Maintaining composure in conflict also gives you a strategic advantage. When you speak less and listen more, you gain insight into the other person's perspective and can navigate the situation more effectively. By choosing silence or measured speech in moments of tension, you embody Stoic resilience and wisdom, reinforcing your reputation as a level-headed and thoughtful individual. Lesson 10. Inspire respect through mystery. A defining trait of those who speak less is the sense of mystery they evoke, which often inspires respect and curiosity. In Stoic philosophy, there is an understanding that restraint in speech signifies self-control and depth of thought. By not revealing everything about themselves or their opinions immediately, individuals who speak less create an air of intrigue, compelling others to value their words more when they do choose to share them. To cultivate this trait, practice being selective about what you disclose in conversations. While openness and transparency are important in building trust, not every detail needs to be shared. Instead, focus on contributing meaningfully while leaving room for others to wonder about your thoughts, intentions, or expertise. This doesn't mean being secretive. Rather, it's about understanding the power of what is left unsaid. This approach also encourages more intentional listening, as others become naturally more drawn to your presence and input. People respect those who exude quiet confidence and thoughtfulness, as it suggests a strong sense of self and an ability to think deeply without needing external validation. Additionally, maintaining an element of mystery can enhance your personal and professional interactions. Whether in negotiations, relationships, or leadership roles, your restraint communicates composure and wisdom. As the Stoics taught, silence is often more impactful than speech, and those who master this balance command attention and respect. By inspiring respect through mystery, you align with Stoic ideals of thoughtful communication and self-control, leaving a lasting impression wherever you go. As we come to the end of this exploration into the Stoic traits of those who speak less, it's clear that silence is not just the absence of words. It's a powerful tool for wisdom, emotional control, and meaningful communication. The Stoics believed that mastering one's speech was a reflection of mastering oneself, and the lessons we've covered today show just how much strength lies in restraint. From reflective wisdom and emotional control to strategic communication and cultivating mystery, speaking less doesn't mean doing less. It means choosing your moments wisely, aligning your words with your values, and letting your actions often speak louder than your voice. These traits don't just make interactions more impactful, they elevate how others perceive and respect you. But these lessons aren't just about improving how others see you, they're about transforming your relationship with yourself. Every time you pause before speaking, practice patience, or choose silence over unnecessary chatter, you reinforce a sense of inner strength and clarity. These are the foundations of a life lived with purpose and intention. If this video resonated with you and you're ready to embrace the Stoic power of silence, let me know in the comments which trait you found most compelling. Don't forget to like this video and share it with someone who could benefit from these timeless lessons. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more insights into how Stoic philosophy can empower every aspect of your life. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Remember, in a world full of noise, silence is not weakness, it's mastery. Until next time, let your actions, not just your words, be the loudest testament to the life you aspire to lead.